We come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Packers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Kittle. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Joe Burrow keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Goff on first down. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Goff's throw there taken in by Smith.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. This is White.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They stay on the ground with White. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
We go, 76, 76. Louis.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Succup's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Get set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
His first carry, their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Allen has it, left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Shoves him away. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That was a heck of a sprint. Tried to get to the end zone, didn't quite get there, just short out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I know the defense is relieved he didn't get to the end zone.
Here we go.
And the guy was carrying the ball a little frustrated. He didn't make it all the way.
Taylor. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
We got to keep scoring.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11 empty, 11 empty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
A
that's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
As you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Ready?
They go play action with Burrow. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Here we go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Burrow. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A 5-yard pickup.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Touchdown, Packers! Marvin Mims as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
Back deep is Philip Dorsett. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
1 second, all that remains.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Going deep here for Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Goff on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Back to throw. Goff.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Dorsett on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 118 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Running straight ahead, Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here we go. 11. Gotta go.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Shootout. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this third quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On 2.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
11, Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And it's a Packers touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on him man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
2 for 1, 2 for 1. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
Here's Goff. He completes it right side of lane. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Tiger. Hey, lift.
Now gone. That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown, Vikings! Devontae Smith, 56 yards. And the Vikings have retaken the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Here we go.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's Drew Sanders who diagnosed that play and stopped him short of the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
It's now third down.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 31, Packers 28.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
Back to Taylor on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
1, 2, ready?
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
11 MT. 11 MT.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. Oh, and Nelson space to operate. But he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
On the return, Deontay Hardy.
And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And a
a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Here's Goff. He'll dump this one off here to White. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. His throw incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Touchdown, Vikings! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
38, Packers 35.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
165 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have to meet
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
11. 11, 11, 11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
They'll take over first down team at their own 49-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it. But that one was incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now, Goff, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Goff. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now it's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And going deep for Hill. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you